Yeah, I'm working 9 to 5, this 9 to 5 don't work for me. I gotta find my way about this, ain't how it's supposed to be. Feel like I'm settling for less, that's why I gotta leave. They may not understand it, it's not for them to see. Cause it's my vision and it's not yours, no. And you won't get it until reverse rolls around and around. I put my dreams on hold, you tell me how that sound. I wish my dreams could pay cause I work for right now. Ain't had nobody yesterday gon' hold me down. Voila.
This episode is sponsored by the Moxie Hair Studio, located within the Phoenix Salon Suites, 2401 North Shepherd, Suite 205. So one of the best things about going to the Moxie Hair Studio and having Emily do my hair is that it's not just an appointment. It is girl time, as she likes to say. It's our time to hang out, talk about everything that's been going on in our lives, catch up, but also feel beautiful, feel empowered, and just ready to start new, whether it's getting a new fresh haircut or whether it's getting a new color or just getting a blowout. If you are interested in booking with Emily at the Moxie Hair Studio, go to her Instagram at glambyemilyr to see her availability.
Hello. Happy Monday. Welcome to Let's Vomit. I'm the host, Desiree. We are excited because this is our Monday live streaming for this week. And y'all, if I look a little tired, I am, because yesterday was the Astros game. Last night, stayed up late. Didn't even put my lashes on this morning, y'all. That's how tired I was. But we're really excited to have you here and to be able to share our guests today. So if you are aware, today our guest is POPLIFE Popcorn. We have Jason and Wendy Benjamin. But before we bring them on and have them come on, we are going to talk a little bit about what's going on for Texas. So something big's going on right now. So if you are in Texas, we are starting early voting this week. As of today, as of 7 o'clock this morning, you could have voted early. So it's super important for all of our community to go out there and make sure our voices are heard and that you go and vote early if possible, so you don't have to wait till election day, which is the second Tuesday in November, or is it the first Tuesday? Don't quote me wrong on that. But as y'all know, election day is coming up in November. So just make sure that you get an opportunity to check out your local community to see where you can vote early, because there's so many options out there. So if you did not know, now you know. We are telling you here on Let's Vomit that today, this week starts early, so we're really excited about that. But moving forward, we're going to go ahead and bring our guests on. And as you know, we're also live streaming from YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. You're more than welcome to come on here and ask questions live, and we will be able to see them and also interact with them in real. So we really appreciate that. So we're not going to wait any longer. We're going to bring our guests on. So thank you, Jason. When you come on down. So we're squeezed in here on this pink couch, and we are super excited. We're going to say hello. Hey, guys.
Hey, everybody.
We're excited. So we're going to get this going and see what we have in store for y'all. All right. I'm excited. If y'all don't know, they are actually our wonderful guests today. Are actually located. Their POPLIFE Popcorn is actually located inside of Shop Local Market, which is also part of our location sponsors here at Cargo Vintage Ladies on the Pink Couch, inside Cameron Works building, 711 Millview Street. If you haven't heard, I will tell y'all until y'all come in and see it for yourselves.
Yep.
But
check it out.
Yes. So thank y'all so much.
Thanks for having us, Desiree.
Yeah,
Excited.
I know. We've been talking. Me and Wendy have actually kind of connected a little more because we have been on our entrepreneur journey.
We're friends.
Yeah, we've been educating ourselves through business and sublimation and just really like learning and growing. So it's been fun. So yes, I continue to be friends.
Thank you.
But if you don't know, Jason is the Mr. Popcorn. I guess you like to call yourself Mr. Popcorn, huh?
Oh, Black Orville.
Yeah, Black Orville. That is hilarious. I love that. I love that. So, you were doing that because of, just because you're Black, or?
No, just Black Orville. Because when people think of popcorn, they think Orville Redenbacher.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm the Black Orville Redenbacher.
Okay. I understand. We're gonna even do better than Orville, right?
Oh yeah. I want when people think about popcorn, they think about popcorn.
Yes, for sure. So, as some of y'all know, I'm sorry, I'm getting my notes here because it is a Monday, y'all, and I'm tired this morning. I'm tired.
It was a long weekend.
It was a long weekend, and we had a lot going on. Y'all were busy. Y'all were popping up at all the markets.
Yes.
So, what markets were y'all at this past weekend?
So our week started Thursday. It's been a long week.
So we're busy, constantly busy.
Right.
But Friday I did an event with the Spoiled Latina.
Okay.
She had a shoe drive.
Latina love Snickers.
Latinas love sneakers. Yes.
Sneakers, yeah.
So I don't know if anybody knows this. We give back to the community. As much as we sell, we also give back.
Yeah.
So she was hosting a women and children's drive for people to bring in gender new shoes, and we gave out popcorn.
Awesome.
And she was playing a movie, so I was like, okay, movie night, popcorn.
Yeah.
We connected with her and we gave out popcorn at the event.
That's awesome. And that was Thursday. Moving on to the
No,
weekend.
that was Friday.
Oh, that was Friday.
Saturday we did two markets: the farmers market and La Familia market.
Mm-hmm.
And Sunday he did Bazaar on the Bayou, and I did the farmers market again.
Oh wow! So y'all actually listened to the interview with Faith last week. So Faith actually is part of the Northside Farmers Market.
Yep.
Yes.
So shop local. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
POPLIFE Popcorn has been a one vendor through the shop local.
Yes. We've been very blessed with the shop local market.
Yeah, we owe a lot of our success to Faith and her husband.
Yeah, Faith and Chris, awesome people.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree. And y'all are awesome people as well. So one of the things I like to always start with on the interview is fun facts.
Okay.
So is there any fun facts that you would like your customers or supporters out there to know something about either something separate or together or about POPLIFE or did you think about it for a minute?
A lot of people, I didn't always make popcorn. Sorry.
Okay.
I didn't always make popcorn and be my wife. So I worked in IT for about 20 years, maybe more, and all levels, whether it was help desk all the way up to networking. And I have all of the training and education for IT certificates, wireless security and wireless networking, and now I'm doing one.
Yeah.
So
I would never.
So I don't do anything technical anymore.
Yeah, and you?
I don't think I have any facts myself.
I know a fun fact.
I'm a mother. I'm a wife.
I know a fun fact.
So I know. Let's see. I do have one. I don't know if people really don't know, but I do craft.
Yes,
I do craft. Before the T-shirt game, the Tumbler game, blew up.
Yeah,
I did that like 20 years ago. Yeah. So that's a fun fact. Some of my shirts I design, and
She designed our logo.
I do a lot of like designing for our company. Mm-hmm. So the logo you see, I made it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you made
She
that.
designed it.
Yeah.
So we actually paid maybe two different artists to create a logo for us. Didn't like either one. She went and she made it, and we loved it.
Wow, that's awesome. Isn't that funny how it's always you put your own personal touch to it, something that it just ends up being your own personal touch.
Yes, it felt better. It felt more natural.
Yeah, for sure. So, popcorn. Well, I'll share a little side. I think I've shared actually with Wendy. So at one point in time, I was going to start on business.
Really?
I love popcorn. That's why I love y'all. And getting into, I actually did branding for it. I had a name for it. I did everything.
What was the name?
It was called, I can't remember now.
What did you say? Pink?
It was something with art because my dad also a big supporter in popcorn, the proper business that I was wanting to do. This was back maybe like in 2008 when I had the idea.
Okay.
And so, unfortunately, my dad passed away in 2017. And so, moving forward, I wanted to kind of tribute something to him. But it didn't ever happen because I didn't really know a lot about popcorn other than I like to eat it.
Yeah.
And two, it was a little bit out of my comfort zone. I'm not a cook or a chef or a baker or anything. And not that you have to be, but you have to have some interest.
Well, they shared one fact.
Okay.
Fun fact about Jason, he cannot cook. To save his life.
Really?
He does not cook.
Don't you make the
He makes the popcorn. Yeah.
I can cook some good cereal. I can make you a mean bowl of cereal.
I don't think he even knows how to turn it on, to be honest. Like, so,
That's hilarious. So, and unfortunately, it didn't happen. But I do love popcorn. So when I kind of met y'all, I was like, this is great because somebody else can make it for me and I can support y'all. And
I mean, and with that note, we're gonna collab with you on a flavor.
oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Y'all heard it here first. They're gonna work on flavor. We're gonna have Domino's flavor.
Yeah.
We'll have to do something like that. So, you talked a little bit about you being in the IT field earlier about before you started. You also, all of this happened during COVID, right? POPLIFE Popcorn.
Well, so we had the company before,
Okay.
you know, and you know, we got started. It was just like extremely. I was working full time with Halliburton at the time, and we did 1 or 2 markets maybe every quarter, you know, and so we had the company. It was growing at that time, but and then in 2020 is when I
Okay. So, and that was also during COVID.
yeah.
Well, when you started to do POPLIFE Popcorn full time, did you? And then COVID stopped, right? Or it stopped, but it kind of healed, I guess you could say. Was there ever any point in time where you're like, maybe I should go back to doing IT stuff? Did you ever have that inclination, or?
No. Once we turned it up to full time, and you know, the response we got from the community and our friends and folks like you that really love the popcorn,
Right.
we knew we had something.
Right.
And I actually got to a point where I was like, you know, even if they call me back, I'm sticking with my company.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, what was it just the reward, the flexibility?
I actually worked more than I worked when I worked in IT. I did. So no, it was the flexibility. I do love it. I do love the flexibility and the freedom.
Right.
But no, I think more is just, you know, like I said, the response we got from the community. Like even early on, people would try it and be like, "Wow, this is the best kettle corn I've ever had." And I'm like, "Well, it's just kettle corn," but people was like, "No, you really have a knack for this."
Yeah.
And like you said, I don't really cook, but you know, popcorn is just, you know.
The other thing is, when I first met POPLIFE, I met Jason, and then I was like, oh.
Yeah, I remember you like.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
where'd you come from?
Yeah.
I was like, Wendy, and he was like, yeah. I was like, well, why don't I ever see you? Because, and you know, it's a bad stereotype, right? But we always think that a woman is behind the scenes somewhere. Well, you were.
Oh yeah, I tried to stay behind the scenes, but he forced me out there, and so now, you know, I do markets too.
Yeah.
It's funny because a lot of people see, they're like, "Where's the guy?" You know,
Or the reverse.
like they're always like, if they see me, they look for him. If they see him, they look for me.
Yeah.
And now the new lady, like I had one of her customers yesterday, and they were like, "Oh, I ran into the new lady." And
Oh, y'all's a first employee.
yeah.
Okay.
So we're trying to do a little more expanding.
Growing.
So
Yes.
Well, that's good. That's good. I'm proud of y'all. I'm excited for y'all. So if y'all are just coming on here, definitely come and ask us some questions. Like I said, we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on Instagram. I was on the Instagram earlier. I was trying to pull it up. So if you have any questions, I am having a little bit of difficulty. So just on the Instagram side, just to give you a heads up. But no worries. We can get to them later as we see them. So the other thing I wanted to talk with y'all about is the things that y'all love to do behind the scenes. So if you don't know, Jason and Wendy are avid lovers of cruises.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about y'all's love and passion for that, and how does that kind of relate to life?
Well, I actually cruised like the first time when I was 20, I believe, 20, long time ago. And Jason and I met, and I kept trying to get him to go on a cruise. I'm like, come on, let's cruise. He's like, I'm not going on a cruise. I'm not going on this shit, you know.
Yeah.
And we get that from a lot of people. They just assume the Titanic.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
no, it's
Or
it's
being
like
seasick.
it's like a little city being on a ship. You know, you don't even realize you're out at sea
Uh-huh.
unless you like step on the edge and look over. But, I got him on this first cruise, and it was game over. Like, he was ready. We were booked already on the second cruise, and so then we eventually took our then 3-year-old, which is 12 now, on the cruise, and him and Dad decided that they were going to always be on the ship for their birthday because their birthdays are days apart. And so ever since that year, we're on a cruise ship every September at the end of the month. And then we decided we had to do cruise by ourselves. So we incorporated a cruise for just the both of us, with no children. And somehow it's become a family affair for the past couple of years.
So the passion for cruises just kind of grew, and so I've never been on a cruise.
Okay.
I'm one of those people about like kind of like the Titanic and
No.
or seasick.
Okay.
I've never. I don't think I've been on a boat. I think I've been on a ferry.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, but I don't.
Same.
Not the same. I've never been on a boat or anything like that.
You don't feel the.
Do you ever get seasick?
I've never gotten seasick.
Oh, okay.
None of us have.
Wow.
Like my children
Not even the
either.
kids.
So you're meant.
Yeah. So.
You're meant for being.
I mean,
on the water.
usually people they'll say, "Oh, I was so sick last night," but this one's drunk the whole cruise.
No.
Well,
he enjoys his cruise life.
So he don't know he's sick or he's it's a shit.
One of us are rocking.
Oh, that's funny. So one of the other reasons why I kind of really got attracted to y'all's brand and popcorn is because of the flavor watermelon tahini.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like, if you haven't had the watermelon tahini, like, you definitely need to try that.
Yes.
So I do see a question coming through though. So somebody from Greg C, what is the biggest key to your successful growth? Ooh.
So one of the things, and it's funny that the person that this question is coming from is a person that's been key to my success.
Oh, okay.
Since I've met him.
Okay.
And
Mentor?
Yeah, kind of a mentor.
Okay.
And and it's crazy to refer to him as my old manager or my ex-manager. And I got to the point one day I was like, no, this is a friend of mine.
Right.
And I refer to him as my friend now. But the company that I worked with him at, one of the things I learned was, you treat everyone as a CEO because you'll never know who's standing at your desk. We work for a company with executives, junior executives, and middle managers and team leaders, and
Right.
you know what I mean. And you never know. They all needed help. They all come in frustrated,
Right.
mad, or with whatever's going on with their computer or
Right.
their phone or whatever. And you treat everyone with respect
Right.
and dignity, and they'll see your passion for whatever it is that you're doing, and it calms them down, and you can work together to find some solution. You know what I mean? So I learned that when you just treat everyone with respect. I met some really higher up people, people on my level, lower levels, or no matter who. Treat everyone the same. You can get a lot further in life. So.
Right.
And
So
that's what I learned.
that's something you learned from him. So is the biggest key to your successful growth just being humble, I guess.
Yes, being humble, and a lot of people don't realize it, but customer service is a skill.
It is.
Just like fixing computers, just like doing shirts, being an artist, customer service is a skill.
It is a skill.
Yeah, and a lot lot of people don't realize that, and
it's like basic. Unfortunately, I feel like these days, and I might go on a little soapbox rant here,
go ahead.
but these days, just a basic thank you and a hello and you're welcome, and all those things really do add. So for some of y'all might know out there, I worked at Starbucks back in the day. I used to say hello to every person that came in.
Yep. And we try to do the same.
Every person.
We try to do the same.
And it was actually, that was brought down from management. So our district manager was like, every person needs to be acknowledged that comes into this building.
Yep.
And that was just basic customer service 101.
Yeah. CC's Pizza, which my kids love, but I can't stand. They do the same. You walk in the door,
Right.
they're busy working, doing whatever they're doing, and they still acknowledge you walking in the door. And,
Right.
we try to bring that same experience to anyone that comes up to our tent or the bar or the table. We greet them. People that are standing in line, sometimes we'll have a line of people. Just yell to the back, hey, we'll be with you in a second.
Yeah.
You know, it goes a long way.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny because a lot of the customers that stop because we acknowledge them. Like they'll walk by, but they'll come back. Like, you know, you guys spoke to me. I'm gonna see what you got. And a lot of people are like, I don't even like popcorn, but this popcorn is so good. I'm taking, and they'll buy like 2 or 3 bags. You know, it's just crazy.
Or they'll stop for my son.
Oh, my
Try to
son,
instill that in him.
Yeah.
You know, just speak. Say hello. It's about connecting with people,
Yeah.
not just yelling, hey, welcome to CC's or hey, welcome to POPLIFE, you know, but connecting with people.
Yeah.
Ask them, hey, how are you doing? You know, and like she said, they'll walk off and they'll come back. I just have to come back for this young man because he's so nice.
Aw. Yeah, there you go. I like that. So stay tuned, guys. We're going to go to a quick 30-second sponsor break. We do have sponsors, and that's one of the ways we're able to have this platform to grow and to be able to also support other small businesses out there that want to support small businesses. So stay tuned for our sponsors here in a second. All right. Give me a second, guys, because y'all, this is like technology here.
I know a guy that can fix that.
Right?
Yeah.
I might have to hire you.
Do you own a small business and need help with tax info, bookkeeping, LLC filing? Texas Premium Financial can do this and more. Joanna Lopez has the knowledge and expertise to make sure you're making all the right moves for your business. Call today at 832-990-0403 or book an appointment online.
All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for staying with us. We're here, like I said, on that short 30-second break. So if y'all don't know what it looks like, this is what their bags typically look like. This is their Astros promotional popcorn. This is a kettle of corn, which is the Astros colors. So you were able to get these here at the downstairs at the shop local market space. So if you aren't able to ever get them at the market, or you're too busy at the to able to go to the markets, then you can go downstairs and get you some here at the local market space. And y'all usually like restock them like what, on a weekly basis?
We try to do a weekly basis.
Yeah, and they have a really cool setup. They have like a little popcorn stand downstairs, so you won't miss it. It's like right there in the front. You won't miss it. But they have this flavor. They got the tahini, and they've got the movie butter, which is not made with butter.
No butter.
No butter.
So we won't go into the secrets because I know that they have like people have asked them for secrets of how they make their products. But when I first heard that, I was like, okay, this is a game changer here because people don't really know. I mean, I would have never thought in my mind that y'all don't cook that particular popcorn without butter.
Because it's so buttery.
Because it's so buttery and it's so good, and it just tastes wonderful. So I thought that was really cool that you kind of put that little sneak peek out there.
Yeah.
That nobody knows. You'll definitely have to put that recipe and lock it up in a safe, ensure like the Bush's beans and all of that.
Yeah, we get asked. We might share for a good amount of funds.
Yeah,
and the price is right.
Yeah. I've got a comment here on Instagram. I had the opportunity to taste their popcorn on the market this Saturday. It was the cheese with caramel.
Oh yeah,
South of Chicago.
So there you go. And that's from the Berry Fab. So thank you, Adriana, for commenting. Yes,
thank you, Adriana.
We are always. I'm always excited to see what new flavors y'all have or what new stuff y'all do. and I'm always amazed by it's just y'all two. Like,
Yes.
it's just y'all two. So
You know?
he's doing the popping.
Yes.
What do you do in that process?
Everything.
You know, we always have this dispute. I mean, he does work harder. Popping is really hard.
Yeah.
I mean, to stand in front of the popper and the heat that comes from it, and I mean, he's scarred with like kernels popping him and burning him. I mean,
Wow.
I'm across the room and they sometimes come flying to me.
Wow.
Which is why we don't really like to pop on site for safety reasons. Because those things, they
Yeah.
you know.
Have you ever seen? I've gone. I remember back in the day when I was a little girl that they would do like the kettle, the big kettles.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah, we have
one of those.
you have one of those. Yeah, they would do that, and they would do it on site.
Yeah.
That's actually a liability.
So it really is a
They're
liability,
little
and
rockets.
we don't want to hurt anybody, you know. So we do our popcorn is fresh. He does all the popping. He does a little bit of ordering materials. I basically do all the market searches. I do all the labels. I bag the popcorn when I can, and if I'm not busy.
Yeah.
I always want to do. I do the jerk work.
You are the administrative side. I'm not sure what you mean by jerk work, but I call it like the
That's what it is. That's what
administrative
yeah.
side.
She does all of that, and on top of that, she still has to be a mom and a wife.
Yes.
So she'll have to leave and go and pick up the kids, and
Yes.
take them to practice.
She told me that she sets timers for herself or alarms
Mhm.
to remind herself, oh, I gotta go.
Because when we're in the back popping, like we get so like
Time flies, it does.
we don't realize
Yeah.
like
And time,
but
goes.
I'm like, oh, I have to go get the kids, and
Yeah.
I have to leave him to do all the rest. So.
We got another comment coming through Instagram. I see great people. We absolutely love them, and the popcorn is delicious. That's from Deary. I don't know her real name, but her
It's Andrea.
Deary IDGT.
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
friend of ours, Andrea.
Awesome.
Hey, Andrea.
Hey, honeybee.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad that she's able to check y'all out and support y'all. Any new flavors that are coming up?
Oh, we have a few. So we always like to do a holiday flavor.
Okay.
So and like the witch's brew this month. It was so popular last year that instead of creating a new one, we brought that one back, and it's been running wild these last.
Yes, and I was so sad that I hadn't gotten any because she brought some for a friend of ours, and I was like, "Where's my bag?" That's okay. That's okay.
I'm gonna get you one.
Okay.
I have a week to get you one.
After I sold out yesterday, the people that kept coming, I kept telling them, "Oh, I ran out, but I'll be at Axelrad's tonight for movie night,
Yes.
so I'll have plenty of it tonight."
Yeah, so if y'all know, Axelrad has movie nights on Mondays, so definitely get your popcorn.
Their showtime today is
7
7
o'clock?
or sunset. And
Okay.
they're showing Hocus Pocus. It's
Oh.
a double feature.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know what the adult movie is.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And they're having a pumpkin contest today.
Oh,
Yeah,
are they?
yeah.
Yes.
So
Like
y'all
a
come
pumpkin
out to
carving
Axelrad's.
Barbie. So it says BYO, your own pumpkin.
Okay,
And I think
BYOP.
BYOP. And we're gonna have some available first come first serve. I believe it's it.
Oh, okay. So if you need a pumpkin.
Yeah.
So you guys definitely come out to Axelrad's tonight.
Bring
Good
kids.
movies they're playing.
Yeah.
Bring kids. Yeah, for sure. So I'm excited about the new flavors that y'all have coming up, and I'm always thinking, like creatively, like what flavors I could tell y'all to make.
Yeah, tell us.
So I have a list on my phone,
Okay.
and we take recommendations from anyone.
Okay.
She's created a lot of good flavors. My son has. I have, of course, the most successful flavors. But
The one that has no food.
Yeah.
No food
But,
experience.
we take a lot of recommendations. So I have a list on my phone of just recommendations. And
So yeah,
people recommend some really wild flavors.
some of our
And-
flavors are
Yeah,
Customer-
from
Customers.
customer recommendations.
Okay, so what's one that was customer request or recommended that y'all made that was, I guess, a hit?
let's see, what would be one?
Do y'all have
Definitely the dill pickle.
The dill
The dill
pickle.
pickle.
Dill pickle. People hounded me for over a year to make a dill pickle.
Yes.
And I'm like, dill pickle, I don't want to make it. And we can't make enough to meet the demand
Yeah.
of dill pickle. People are. So yesterday I sold out. I brought maybe 15 bags of just dill pickle. Sold them all. It was 12 o'clock. She had to leave her market, bring me the inventory she had left. and people were already reserving the bags. She only brought me 5 bags.
Like they saw me
people
coming
were
and they
already
like
yeah. I want one. I want one.
Oh my
So
God.
dill pickle was a recommendation from all of you folks. Thank you. And
the South
that
of
was a hit.
Chicago was another one.
South of Chicago.
Yeah.
was-
South of
So we
Chicago,
always
too.
go, there's a popular popcorn we love. We can't get it here. We can't get it here. And we were kind of like, no, we're not. Finally, we did it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, because South of Chicago is not. I mean, obviously we're Texans.
yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
thinking like, flavors like nacho cheese
Yeah.
or like,
Yeah.
Tex-Mex.
Yes.
Another flavor that's been real popular these days in the mainstream chip line
Mhm.
is the street corn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So
We
drop a little hint. We actually experimented with that a little
okay.
bit, and the taste just wasn't where I wanted it to be.
so
Right.
there's been many failed recipes. Many. Like
A
he's
lot of wasted popcorn.
so he'll go to the shop and work on a recipe and he'll bring us popcorn and we're like, ew.
Yeah.
We're the testers, myself and the kids, and
And all of our neighbors too.
Oh, and
And I
our
know they're tired of
neighbors.
popcorn.
I'll text the neighbors. I'm bringing you samples. Tell me what you think.
Yeah.
And, many failed recipes.
Yeah.
A lot.
So, a lot.
Well, hey, you gotta, like they say, you gotta fail to succeed and to
Yes.
grow. We got some comments coming on Instagram. I'm seeing them. Adriana with a very fab. She says, "Oh my God, lime and tahini. I don't know if they have that one. Some pickle ones. She loves pickles. She loves pickles as well.
We
so.
do the dill pickle. We do the lemon lime.
The lemon lime is another.
It's another great one. That's my son's favorite. And then we
And
do
Faith's.
Faith, yes.
Okay.
And the watermelon tahini.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
And that one actually I was inspired by a lot of the candy makers,
Mhm.
Yep.
the enchilado candy.
Mhm.
And it was so funny because I first brought it to him and I was like, let's do like a watermelon tahini popcorn, like the candies. And nobody's going to buy that.
Yep.
That's going to be so
Yep.
gross.
Some of our biggest hits
And-
I did not want to do.
And I was like, no, let's try it, And he tried it, he tasted it. He's like, no, I'm not doing it. I said, okay, well, I'm gonna do a market.
Yep.
Make me a batch. I'm gonna sell it. And it went on.
And now it's
game over. It was just
Yeah, for sure. It
definitely
was a hit for me. I loved it. I think I bought multiple bags.
Yep.
And I saved it it was all just for me. I didn't share it with my kids or anything. As far as y'all's business growing and y'all kind of get into this next level, because now you said you had an employee helping y'all, so that's awesome.
Hey, Libby, if you're on.
For people that are also in this kind of space like y'all are, growing and learning, any words of advice for small business owners that are like, maybe feeling a little like in a lull or not getting to that next level that they would like?
Yep.
Any words of advice from either one of y'all?
I would just say keep pushing. Like keep your focus on your business. There's room for everybody out there. The competition's there, but if you promote your business and you take pride in what you do,
Right.
and it shows, and customer service. Put your phone down. A huge thing, it's like if you're on your phone looking at and people walk by, they won't stop.
Oh no.
They won't even look at you.
No, I won't.
Yeah.
I'm a big, because I'm a market person. I go to markets. I frequent them. I've been going since I was 9 years old.
Mhm.
And even to this day, if I go to a market and I see someone on their phone and not make eye contact with me or not even just say hello,
Yeah.
I'll just be like, okay, well, I guess they don't really care to selling, to tell me about their business or anything. So I'm just kind of like, okay, well, they're gonna be, but we all have our trying to get out of our comfort zones, right?
Yeah,
it is hard.
It is. So I guess another fun fact: I'm not really a people person.
Which you would never have thought of that with her being on here.
And it's so funny because when my family comes to see me at a market and they
all
see me like
surprised.
interacting with the customers, they're like, "Wait, what happened to the other Wendy?" Like, And it's not that I'm not a people person. I just kind of like stay to myself, So
She's that mean sister. She's that mean Thea. All of her nieces, she's the mean Thea. Everybody has one.
It's not mean. I'm just real. And people don't like my, you can't be real raw because then people take offense to you.
Yeah.
You know?
But you know what? We as Latinas have that. We have to also. There's so many layers of us, right?
Oh yeah.
And we put out what we give. So obviously, when you're out there, that's your time to shine. So you want to put out good stuff.
Yeah.
And with family, unfortunately, sometimes we kind of just treat them however we want to.
Like I was raised with you, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
But, and it's funny because we were talking on the way here, and when we first started POPLIFE, we would go to markets with like 15 bags.
Yeah.
So, you're saying like telling people don't be discouraged. We would start 15 bags. Now our demand is like in the hundreds, for markets. So
bags a week.
I mean, just keep working at it. And I also tell a lot of people, if you don't have enough product, don't stress yourself.
Yeah.
Take what you have.
Yeah.
If you have 10 items, go and sell your 10 items.
Yeah.
You're gonna make
5 shirts and
you're gonna make your money, and get yourself out there.
Yeah.
Just push yourself.
Words of advice for those?
If any advice I can give is that there's a misconception that working for yourself is going to be easy. Oh, I get to choose my own hours.
Yes.
I get to sleep in. I get to, I had a long day yesterday and came home and completely forgot that the Black Adam movie came out.
Oh, yeah.
It premiered Friday. And my son was like, "You're going to go?" I still have to pop for an order we had today and Axelrads. And I still have to leave the interview now and go back.
Right.
But I said, no, I'm going to stop and make time for family.
Right.
So we went. I was exhausted. We still went. So no one says it's going to be easy. That's a misconception. It's always going to be hard. But if you make time to focus on your business, focus on your family, focus on the things that are important in life, you'll be successful. Time management. And, going back to Greg C., who's watching now, I learned a lot about that work-life balance from him.
Yeah.
And, learning when to turn it off, because we would work sometimes through the night. He would log on at 9:00 at night, and I would be on clearing out old devices out of our MDM system and stuff. And he's like, you got to know when to turn it off.
Yeah.
So focus on your business, focus on your family, focus on all the other things that are important.
What I hear a lot from small business owners is that, business will always be there.
Yes.
Sometimes not our family members will be there. We unfortunately have that cycle of our family members getting sick, or maybe they move away or whatnot.
Yep.
I feel the same way. I definitely sometimes I work till 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning doing whatever I'm doing and trying to get ready. So I know those times, but at the same time, I have to remind myself as well.
You do. You have to turn it off.
I got to turn it off so I can be good and ready for my family. Because being a business owner is giving yourself that freedom to do other things, so you can be with your family, not necessarily just to be your own boss per se.
But you'll get into the habit, and you'll notice too, a lot of small business owners, if we can just focus on our small business and getting it to the level that we want to get it to, that's all we'll focus on. But you can't. You can't. Give your business the attention and focus that it needs, but still focus on everything else, and the rest will come. The rest will fall into place.
Is there any goals for y'all next year or is there a goal like in the future that y'all would like to really talk about, to let people know, hey, this is something that we would like to do in the future? It's like storefront, or I'm a big dreamer, so I like to motivate people to be like, okay, when are you gonna do this, or when are you gonna do that? Because are there goals for that in the future?
There are. So we wanted to do popcorn different.
Okay.
And that's how we ended up with the flavors. I know a lot of people, when they think about kettle corn, they think about it's always some retiree. You know what I mean? Someone that's worked 40 years for a company or a school or something, and they retired and they're like, oh, I'm just going to do popcorn on the side. Mm-hmm. We wanted to do more than that. We didn't want it to be a side thing for us anymore. We were forced into it, by me getting laid off. But we had already started giving popcorn the focus that it needed. That's why we came up with such unique flavors. So we never wanted a storefront. We never wanted a store. So we always wanted to be mobile. So we do want to have a mobile app where you can order and Uber Eats or whatever, get popcorn delivered to you wherever you're at, whether it's a birthday party, wedding, hanging out with the friends, the Astros game. Look around, there's no snacks.
I love
I'm gonna
that.
pop life some popcorn, and we're gonna get it to you.
Yeah, that's very innovative. Versus, because I think a lot of us, like I said, I just think of storefront, right? But you're thinking what our cultures has turned into, and so we are people that like accessibility. We want to be able to access things.
And she said it one night. We were in the shop, popping late one night, and she was like, I don't want a store. And I'm like, I don't either. We want to take popcorn to the people.
Yeah.
So, which is why, and I do the traveling. I do the farthest market. So I'm in Manville one day and up in the Woodlands the next day, or out in Deer Park and all of that. She'll travel with me. The other lady, Olivia, I call her the other lady, the other popcorn lady, she'll do more local. She'll stay around town. But I'm going to bring the popcorn to her. And if we can get the mobile app up and going, and like I said, get on Uber Eats and what's the other ones? I don't even remember the name, but
they're not sponsoring us. But
the food delivery people, we're going to be doing that soon. So that's one of our goals for next year. And I don't want to give away too many secrets, but maybe some mall kiosks and certain spots. Not a big blown where we're popping in this store, but just like a kiosk.
And I'm trying to get him to introduce a new.
No.
Oh, don't tell that. Just
no, a new line.
Okay.
So a new product line coming
new product
next
line.
year.
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna say what it is, but
she's pushing it for this
I'm
year.
pushing it, but he's like, no, we're gonna wait.
Okay.
We'll see.
2023 goals. It's at the top of the list.
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to whatever y'all do. I think that y'all do amazing work regarding y'all's brand, regarding just everything that y'all do. It's really a very welcoming. Like I want to support. I want to do that. There's no reason for me to not want to buy y'all stuff to some extent.
Thank you.
And so I hope others out there try it and come check it out here. If, like I said, if you can get it here at the Shop Local downstairs Market Space. If not, you can also follow their IG. Oh, yeah. Also, I did have an option. Let me see. For anybody who's watching right now, if you want to scan their QR code, it is right there. You can scan the QR code and it will take you straight to their Instagram. This is something new that I'm trying out, trying to be as interactive and innovative myself. So there's their QR code and you can scan it and it will pop up straight to their Instagram. So you can follow it, and support them and see also their calendar and to see all of the places that you're going to be at.
Yep. New flavors, everything. Anything.
So a lot of people don't know that you can actually shoot us a message and order, and we'll get your order ready. Okay. We do a 10-mile delivery within our location.
North Houston.
We're North Houston. Or we'll meet you 10 miles halfway.
Or delivery fee.
Or delivery fee. Just shoot us a message. We'll let you know we can help you, and usually we always do.
Yeah. So we'll make arrangements.
And
popcorn for the people.
Yeah. You don't have
I like that. I like that.
You don't have to wait for a market to get popcorn.
Yeah.
You're always welcome to place an order.
I grew up also where my mom made popcorn OG style.
Mine too. Yeah.
So in the pot with a little bit of oil, you put the kettles on, and shake it. That's how I learned about eating popcorn or making popcorn. And then my mom, when I first started seeing the tahini and stuff like that, my mom actually made it with paprika and chili powder. And I'm Mexican American, so like that was my popcorn. We didn't do butter. Butter popcorn was, it was good, right? But it's not like this is the way my mom made it, and it was just like, oh, I love this, and I always ate it like that. So it's nice to see popcorn really evolve and also bring a little bit of our culture, into play, because that's something that's some people just don't think. Oh, a lot of people just grew up with regular old butter popcorn. But it's so much better. It could be so much better than just butter.
But back to those weird recommendations. One of the weirdest one I got was a lady. She said she wants regular popcorn, just popped in the oil, She adds salt. She adds pickles from the jar, the wet pickles, chocolate chips from the bag. Throw it in the microwave. Take it out, and she eats it just like that. And she wanted me to make a popcorn, and I'm like, no, lady.
That sounds very, very specific. Like
Yeah,
very.
but she loves. She said she grew up eating it just like you.
We've heard some really strange,
Some really wild stuff. I
things
never heard of
people eat.
furikake, and that's some kind of Hawaiian spice. And the lady's like, "Oh, we love furikake popcorn and all that." So, like, I'll give it a shot. Yeah. She said it's really sweet and tangy and kind of sour. And I don't know. I've never
Maybe
heard
like
of
a
furikake.
tahine, but with a different twist.
We'll see.
Interesting.
I'm
Okay.
it's on the list, so
I'll check
I'm
that
working
out.
on
We've
it.
gotten a Kool-Aid flavor.
Oh, yeah.
We've
Kool-Aid,
gotten
yeah.
all kinds of. Yeah.
Interesting. Well, if y'all have any more questions, send them our way, please, so we can answer. This is your opportunity to talk to the popcorn pros here, the wonderful people behind POPLIFE Popcorn. Say that 5 times fast. And so send them our way, and we'll get to them as soon as we can. One of the things I wanted to share a little bit about is, Wendy's also going to school.
I am, yes.
So, Wendy, share a little bit about your, popcorn is a part of your journey, but it's not necessarily your ultimate goal.
No, so popcorn, I think, was Jason's dream. As a partner, his wife, I have to support him.
Right.
So I've always wanted to teach.
Okay.
And then I met Jason and had kids. I might have kids, have a husband. It's fun.
That's fun.
Hey,
It's fun.
It is fun. But at times it can.
It takes all your time.
Right.
So I do have a college degree, but I didn't finish my education part.
Okay.
So when I was in high school, I was in like all the taffy. I don't know if you know what that is. It's like future teachers.
Oh, okay.
Whatever. So they actually gave me like a contract to teach after I graduated. But I mean, 20 years later, I don't think my contract's good anymore.
Yeah. So you still have that dream.
Yeah. So it's something that I've always wanted to do, and so I'm getting through with him. We're I think we're at a level where if I go back to work and teach, he's gonna.
I can still handle it.
He can handle it.
Plus, we can bring on
And you
someone
can,
else.
Yeah. So yeah, it's tough, but I'm doing it.
Yeah. I really admire that about you, because when I learned, like I said, we kind of started learning a little bit more classes, learned that about you. I was like, oh, so there's more to Wendy than just popcorn.
Yeah.
And she's actually being modest. So she actually gave up her dream for me. So a lot of people don't know. This is a little personal, but I met her at my oldest son's school.
Okay.
She was working at the school. And I went to the school one day for his field day.
Okay.
And I was single at the time, newly single. And I saw her and didn't get enough courage to talk to her or whatever. Well, the next week at the school, it was like end of the school year kind of activity. So it was field day.
It was
The next week was something else. It was some kind of event that they had, like a fall festival or something like that. So my son was, "Oh, Dad, you gonna go with me?" Thought about her and like, "Yes, son, I love you so much."
He's a great father. He didn't go first.
I love you so much, son. I knew that she was gonna be there. So went there the next week, and a friend of hers, it was just another teacher. I was asking, just kind of
Feeling it out.
Yeah. Feeling it out.
You don't want to be inappropriate, but at the same time.
her friend Jasmine, my friend too. She actually is a good friend, and I asked her, I'm like, "Hey, is your friend single? Does she like black guys?" So, and she was like, "Hey, it might be worth a shot," and that was all the confidence I needed right there. And I went.
And the rest is history. Then.
The rest is history. But I say she gave up her dream because she stopped working. And, she stopped going to school, and we started the family and all of that. So now we're at a point now where she can get all of that back.
Yeah,
I'm happy to support.
Well, I'm glad that you're a good supporter of her to do that, because yes, we have to give and take.
Yeah.
Right? Give and take.
Definitely.
Somebody said, haha, I love that story. Oh, it's Deborah. That's Deborah. Thank you, Deborah, for being on. We appreciate you. She's a wonderful supporter of ours. Some of y'all might know her from Bougie and Blessed. I wore her shirt last episode, and I was just telling you, I was like, it was all backwards because of the camera. So yes, thank you, Deborah. We love all the questions and comments. Let me see if I can get any more questions from Instagram here. But if you're just coming on, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. If you are just coming on, just so you know, we will be signing off here in a little bit. So if you didn't catch the rest of the episode, the beginning of the episode, we will have them saved on saved on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, so you can watch them at your own convenience whenever you like. And we just want to make sure that we're able to share the story as much as we can. But any last words of advice or wisdom or, consejos, I don't know, all the things. Any last words before we sign off?
I think just keep pushing for your dreams. I'm 42 years old. I'm probably going to be like the oldest.
No way, Jose.
Let me get close to you. Probably going to be like the oldest first year teacher. But, hey, it's okay, and just keep pushing and always support your partner, no matter what.
You're a team, more than just husband and wife.
Teamwork is the dream word.
Yes.
I mean, it's not all flowers and daisies,
right.
But like we spend literally 24/7 together. Like, we're not away from each other unless we're working, markets. But just keep striving,
Last words from you?
Well, I guess
You don't have to be profound or anything.
I guess not. I guess I'm 28 and 28 years old. But,
Okay, guys.
No, just like she said, just keep pushing. Don't give up on your dreams.
Yes, yes. I always see a comment coming here from Deborah. She said, "Where do you see the POPLIFE in the next 5 to 10 years?" So, Deborah, we did share a little bit about that earlier.
Yep.
So you definitely can check that out at the beginning of the episode. So I won't give you the answer right now. You gotta go rewind. But yes, thank you for the question. I really appreciate it. But yeah, I really appreciate y'all being on here. I really appreciate y'all being a supporters of Let's Dominos as well. Y'all are always super supportive of what I do. And she said, "Oh, okay, I missed it. Definitely will." And I also appreciate y'all just being good people to the community, right? Like I said, popcorn for the people. So if you end up doing something with that,
you might see a shirt.
if you do that, like hey, I'll give y'all the credit. But yeah, thank y'all so much for chiming in on this Monday with us. I know it's kind of a slow Monday for some because of the Astros game last night and the weather, and it's a Monday. But again, we always appreciate the love and support from our community. And we will also be sharing at the end of this episode our Latina in Fitness feature, October feature. We'll be sharing her all a month long. So if you haven't had a chance to check her out, please do so. We'll be sharing on all of our episodes for October. And as always, guys, thank you for the love and support, and let's vámonos. Bye. Bye.
Let's Vámonos fitness feature for October is Elva Trevino, owner and CEO of Champions Club.
Hi, my name is Elva Trevino. I'm the founder and CEO of Champions Club, a gym for leaders, and we are located in Houston, Texas, virtually serving clients all over the world.
Hey Elva, what was one of the biggest goals you had for this year?
And one thing for me as I've been building Champions Club is freedom is the number one thing that is my personal goal. Freedom to be able to serve my daughter and to be present when she needs me the most. And as she's going into the preteen and teen stages, this year for me became about that. No matter how fast or strong something could be built, if it takes me away from that ultimate desire to have freedom of time for my family, my father's fighting cancer. We've had so many challenges on the health front in those aspects. So if it doesn't help serve that long-term mission, then it's not for me. And I think this year I started to have healthier boundaries, saying no to things that I didn't need to say yes to, more so because at the end of it, it's about families first, right? So business is always going to be there, you know, but our family may not. And I think that that's extremely important for you to also prioritize.
Hey Elva, what would you like to tell Latina entrepreneurs that are stepping into unknown spaces?
Girl, do it. Like, what do you mean? That's a part of our culture, I feel like. I was actually saying this yesterday. We figure it out, right? So, you know, I'm Mexican, I'm mostly Mexican-American. My dad's got some Cuban in there too, but I love our Latin culture. And as a Latina who's doing something that some people have never done before, whether they're male, gringos, it doesn't matter. I'm doing this so that other people behind me can have an easier path. And I love seeing so many committed fitness professionals. You know, it's not a competition. You guys are on the exact same mission, may feel a little different, maybe bigger, maybe smaller, but we need everyone's efforts. And even to the girl who invites a friend out to the park, you have no idea how many lives you can change with that simple invite. And, you know, it's just do it. Quit being scared. You'll figure it out along the way. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to have all the finances. Nothing will always be right. So just start.
Hey Elva, what was the importance of getting a proclamation from Houston and McAllen, Texas?
So to get the Houston proclamation, it was so cool. So it was actually given to us on the day that our gym was, established, and we wanted it to serve as a day for Champions Club. So it's called Champions Club Day. We wanted it to serve as a day in the community where you're just acting like a champion. You don't have to have a Super Bowl ring for you to do that. What you wanted, it's a way of life. It's a commitment to excellence in everything that matters to you. For me, it's faith, it's family, it's fitness, and it's financial education. One, to serve our generations, you know, behind us, but also to help people wake up and to be able to do more. So for Champions Club Day, it was more about get active, get in your community and serve like a champion, get in your homes and feel like a champion, and, you know, just help empower people around you that you care about the most, and obviously work out. So after Houston, which we were really excited to get that, we shared it with our team, and it was everyone's win. It wasn't just mine, right? So I started to have in my heart over summer, pulling back and just kind of reshifting my family dynamic, that there are a lot of communities like A-Leaf, Texas here in Houston, where I went to high school, that I've already been serving for a long time. My clients in year one, in the first 90 days, had gotten into 13 countries. And I mean, we've been spread out forever. But I knew that the ones who helped mold me, whether they were good or bad, I knew that I could just envision these little girls just like Elva that needed to hear something. And even if it's one person that we're impacting or one family, it's a start. McAllen, Texas has my heart because there was just so much that happened there. I was, you know, always in sports and music programs down there, but there's a lot coming with this new proclamation. We're excited to be able to lock arms with clients we've already had, previous leaders that we've already worked with under the radar, and now it's their time to have our impact and our support and our empowerment so that the Latina leaders down there can really have their own testimonies just like ours. It's an incredible area, and they're going through so many challenges, from immigration to sex trafficking, lower income, higher income. There's just a lot. So it's time for them to have our support.
To subscribe and follow so you don't miss our next episode. Thank you to our sponsors for all the love and support.
I got these goals.